Hello, everyone. Thank you for clicking on my channel. Welcome to the journey home. My name is Catherine, and I live in Nova Scotia. This is your afternoon delight reading for the weekend, the last weekend of July, at the close of a cycle. The eclipse season we went through was traumatic for some, liberating for all. We are closing cycles. So I've pulled from a number of decks. I actually pulled from this one before this one. I almost forgot about my good tarot. And if the phone rings, I have my phone here with me. I'm waiting for a call from an electrician because both my hot water tank and kitchen stove went out. And yeah, when I noticed that the hot water wasn't as hot as it was before, I ran back to the breaker to see what was going on, and it wasn't going, so I jumped into the shower before there was no more hot water. And I called for an electrician. So I went outside. I noticed there's a branch growing across the roof and through the power lines. That may be the cause of it. Hopefully the damage won't be too bad, but we'll see. If the phone rings, I'll pause it. I'll pause the reading, and hopefully that won't bugger up the film and cards start flying before my voice or after my voice is speaking about them. Oh, this is for later. The cards I pulled up for the oracle, the animal oracle, I actually pulled three because of the 0 point field. This always prompts me to pull another card when that comes up. The 0 point field is the magic of things, manifestation. What is happening here for the weekend for many of you is all about emotion. The water dragon and the seal. The cry of the seal frightens people. It's such a mournful cry, but it calls for us to look within our subconscious or through our consciousness. And by doing so, and a lot of people turn away from that energy because it scares them, afraid that they'll lose their stability if they listen to it. But it's also more of a message for people that are closing their hearts off. There is healing in this. This weekend you may feel like an up and down in energies, emotional energies with the water dragon, because it's trying to bring the surface. You're being called, and it's saying, go with the flow, allow it to happen. If you feel joy, celebrate. If you feel sadness, cry and trust the process. But this seal is asking you to look, because in this is healing. In this is abundance of love. There's love all over these cards. These are very healing cards. And with the 0 point field, in doing so, answering this call, looking within, going with these emotions, you're manifesting something very beautiful. This change, this closing of this cycle, and especially with this weekend's energies, is allowing you to set the pace for this new cycle you've already stepped into. It's almost like tying up of loose ends, looking at yourself and saying, how did I grow through this, and what can I be grateful for? This is very healing energies. What came up for the fairy deck, very interesting, and fell in line with the animal oracles, was the fairies of the future. Now this card reminds me of the 7 of Cups. What cup are you going to drink from for your journey? What lessons will you learn? This central fairy here, Anna, she's looking back towards the Gnome King. This is earth energy, this dude, keeping her grounded. She's going forward to create magic, the new journey, the Fool on the path, where the Gnome King is telling her, follow your gut instincts. He's grounded, and she's trusting his guidance. He's saying, this is the path, or this is the cup to drink from. And Anna does it with that blind faith, that leap of faith, trusting in this guidance. Now, where she ends up is probably not where she expected, but the outcome is beautiful. And the next card that came up was himself. This adds power to this journey, incredible power to this card, vitality. There's even a sense of eroticism with this. But this is the strength of the earth grounding you. You're taking that leap of faith, but you are grounded. You may fear that you'll lose that ground because you're taking that leap off the cliff in your new journey. But these cards are telling you this is very healing. It's like looking in the mirror, looking at those things within, having the bravery and courage to answer that seal's call. Look at these emotions. Open the heart. And not to fear opening the heart, because you are powerfully, powerfully grounded. So we see himself, he's got his chakras all lined up. The crown with the spirit. The third eye is open. And look, his heart chakra is open. If you heed the message in this reading today for the weekend, you're going to make huge leaps and bounds. Let's get on with the tarot reading. I shuffled till something flew out. I almost forgot about this deck. I didn't do it in yesterday's reading because I've been doing Zodiacs and I don't include the good tarot in the Zodiac readings. And so I just followed suit with yesterday's Afternoon Delight. So we're back to the normal cast and crew. The first card up is the Hermit. So it could be that you just went into Hermit mode to work on this. All right, I'm on my new path. I'm taking this leap of faith. I'm reflecting, having a good hard look at these emotions and opening my heart, trusting, having faith that this Gnome King, the earth, himself, has guided me in the right direction. This could also be a Virgo that you're dealing with. This is the Virgo card. But the Virgo energy is the Hermit. The bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Fires, standing your ground. This was what you built. And just by leaping off doesn't mean you're going to lose this. This is solid. But there's these loose ends. We're looking at the cups of the future, heading out on our new journey. And it's time to allow the seal to heal. All of these emotions that want to surface. And remember, guys, we're in 0 point field for the last few days and through the weekend. So, King of the Hill, this is magic with the unicorn and the horn, standing above the rest, being a leader. The other crowning energy beside the Hermit is the Nine of Fire. Have you wasted energy? You question yourself. Does it feel like it's diminishing? Perhaps when it gets to this point, where it looks like that spark is going to be extinguished, is where you find this healing. This is, in other decks, it talks about having your boundaries in place, ready to fight that last battle, because the sun is coming up. To me, this says that the sun is coming up. You're going, this last night of healing, this last weekend of July, there's a lot of healing going on. And you're finding, too, from your energies, that they were more powerful than you realized. Your healing energies extend to others. Justice. Yes, we certainly paid a lot of karma, didn't we? But justice is on our side now. We've paid our debts. Now come our rewards. And I Find it curious that this is the number 11 card. So in the Good Tarot, being the number 11, which is also the sign of twin flames, this automatically makes me think of karma in the sense of partnerships or people we were involved with. Though it could be the court system, which in that case, if you're dealing with a court case or you're going to court, it will go in your favor. But this is about karmic rewards today. Page of Water. There's that energy. Psychic, spiritual, healing, finding hidden talents, hidden things within yourself. Could be an apology coming that heals things. It could be an offer of love, a healing kind of love. And in other decks, this is the Lover's cards. But this is, if you look at it, it was like fighting the good fight for the sake of love. Number 6 is all about peace and tranquility and coming to a balance. But you're just resting here. Between the pillars. Again, we've got the number 11. If you look at those pillars, though, there are really 2 rows of 6, which symbolize the 12 zodiacs, the 12 thrones in heaven. 12 is significant. Oh, yes, this number is 33. This is all about the future. Do you guys remember, I think it was in the last week or the last 2 weeks of June, I said start looking for the number 3 everywhere. Keep it in your consciousness to look for the number 3. And it will be a signal that the second half of your year will be abundant. And here we have 33 showing up at the end of July in this card. And I believe that that is still significant of those energies. 8 of Fire. Creativity, messages, spirit putting you on a guardian's back to guide you through all of this creativity to bring it into form. But there you are, fanning the flames, having a ball, because you're not really having to do the work. You're in a rest period, hermit period, letting your guardian, your guides, guide you through this. 2 of Earth is about finding your balance, making a choice, becoming grounded. Right at the heart of your reading is love. This is about the seeds of love today. That's self-love. This, what you're going through this weekend, studying your deep part of your heart and allowing it to open. And in so doing, with this self-love, it opens your heart for love to come in. Abundant love. Here's your spiritual healing. Yeah. Sitting on the clouds. Sunny where some of you are. Getting some healing strength from the sun. Wow, really powerful reading for the weekend. Deep spiritual healing. 7 of Earth. Spirit saying be patient. Your harvest is coming. You've got to just pull these last weeds. Messenger of Air. So I call this the dogma card. Our beliefs are because of what our parents taught us. Doesn't necessarily mean they were right. Some of us are bitter about our parents, which need to heal. They only taught the way they were taught. And so it culminates down the line through the generations. This karma debt that you paid, many and I think most of you that follow these readings, you've been paying karmic debts, generational karmic debts. And you're breaking the mold, changing the DNA structure by thinking patterns, the neurological process of change. Gosh, I heard this really, really good on YouTube, talking about building neurological paths, new ones, you know, how billionaires actually probably, you know, think, which is instead of looking at the negativity, and we all do this, we look at the negativity and everything, and that's manifesting. Someone could really be getting on your nerves, and you just see the negativity of it, or suspicious of their motives. Their motives may be not good, but it doesn't have to mean that you let it rent space in your head. And in doing that, you're building new pathways. This brings abundance, not just in love, but in monetary gain. So I think this weekend you're going to be seeing a lot of messages coming through from the spirit world. Um, Fast, hard energy. We've got himself. And when I mentioned erotic energy as well, vitality, and this gives strength to the power of the reading, um, you know, you could just be turning yourself on, like looking in the mirror and going, yes, I came a long way. And think of it this way, guys, if you gave up now, you wouldn't be able to see the progress you made a year from now. Food for thought. 5 of air. Here's about that rebuilding of that neurological path or pathways. It doesn't matter what other people are saying. We've got some meddling, gossiping, backbiters, people who have not got good intentions. But you're working on your own brain, building those neurological paths, and look at the perfect form you're in while you're dancing. This reminds me of like you doing a 90-degree turn. Saying, well, I could fall back into that pattern, fall back into that trap, but I am going to be a ballerina and dance through this. And while you're dancing, bless them while you pirouette out of the picture. These cards are next for clarification. The Hermit, we have death. This is an ending of something. This is transformation, transfiguration. Could be dealing with a Virgo, could be dealing with a Scorpio, but the energies are beautifully put together by going into Hermit mode, especially with these other cards. Having a look at the future, having a look at is within you from what you've learned from the past, what has been deeply embedded in you. Something that was blocked is trying to rise to the surface to open up that heart chakra. The Prince of Pentacles. So this almost tells me that you're refueling. This is slow energy. You were like, okay, I've come to the end of this journey. And it was a long, long journey. But my next goal, I'm not going to pick trivially. In fact, maybe I'll pick 2 goals. A short-term goal and a long-term goal. And these are goals you're going to set that you will meet. I like to do goals in 4-year sequences. I don't know why 4, but you know, when I put out a goal, I go, okay, in 4 years, you know, I want to be a millionaire, kind of thing. And I put that goal out for being a millionaire this year, so we'll see in 4 years. See how good I get at this manifestation thing. Well, when did I do that? I think I set the goal for 2022. I'll be a millionaire being a millionaire these days is really not rich anymore. Being a billionaire is. But, you know, maybe I'll make that my short-term goal. Billionaire. Maybe I'll do that backwards. Justice is going to be clarified by just the star. So you could be dealing with a Libra. You could be dealing with an Aquarius guy. You guys are all here. We've got Gemini. We've got Pisces. Yeah, you're all here. The star card. Karma. Spirit saying the portal is open. All you have to do is step through. There's healing here. There's forgiveness here. There's hopes, dreams, wishes, destiny, your purpose. All you have to do is step through that portal now. Clear your energies, step through the portal. Trust. Whoever this, this could be a person. This could be a person in your life that's giving you some motivation, some grounding force for you to move forward. Possibly an earth sign. This looks like Taurus to me. But not necessarily Taurus. I'm just saying the energies are very earthy here. Even though this is the emotional, 7 of Cups. Picking your journey, what cup to drink from. She's moving forward. All the fairies are moving forward. She's got a lot of help around her, but she's got this grounding force that says, you're on the right track. Follow your gut. So your gut instinct might come in the form of, how did I do that? I flipped a card from here. See, I do weird things. 4 of Fire. This is about commitment. Could be commitment to yourself. Moving to a higher level of commitment to self. Could be a higher level of commitment to a partner. To a love. It's the marriage card. All right, these cards were already shuffled. So maybe this weekend is scary. All these emotions that are being pushed to the surface. You've been hearing this mournful, scary cry from the seal. And you're up at night thinking it's worse than it actually is. Hopefully this reading is helping you to ground yourself in a way that you can move forward very boldly and with trust, with faith, and confidence that something beautiful is unfolding here. Something is preparing you for Monday, like hitting that ground running. So let's clarify this. I want to just take another look at that. I have a feeling that when this is, you guys are going to rest very beautifully through this. 3 of Pentacles. So we've got, oops, boy, I'm really off my mark here today. Oh, this is why. Okay, we're going to keep the star. We had the 4 of Wands that probably should have landed on this. So we're going to put it there on the page of fire or on the page of water. Maybe an offer is coming in. Yeah, it looks like an offer coming in for a higher commitment to something very important. I got spiritual feelings more than I do of anything else. Something passionate. All right, let's go back to the Star and Justice. Just for fun. The Star and Justice, we have the 3 of Pentacles. So you're not doing this alone. This karmic justice, you've got help, whether it's spiritual or someone else in your life. I have a feeling it is someone else. This person, this earth energy that keeps you grounded while you move forward. Maybe a word or a conversation or something where 2 make 1 is helping you walk through that doorway. Let's look at the page of water and the 4 of fire. It looks like the 2 of you that made 1, we have a baby in here, are moving to calmer waters. Something you created is now being moved through that storm into calmer waters for protection. Love is going to be clarified by the 5 of Wands. So there has been a lot of conflict in love. There has been meddling. There have been people who have not, for selfish reasons, not looked at the big picture. That perhaps 2 people should have been together. And these meddlers are backbiting, gossiping. It could be between you and a loved one, the battles that you had with your loved one, back and forth, backbiting. But because there's more people and because they all have wands, this is family or friends that have interfered in this relationship. And you're exhausted. So you've laid down with your beast there. It's almost like you're... Look at how this lion protects her, sleeps with her. Don't wake the giant. They fought a hard battle, and here they are coming to the end of their battle. Boundaries in place, fires of passion flamed, but near the end of that journey where you can lay down your burdens. What were you fighting for? Well, we now have Capricorn. We were fighting to hold on to an addiction or to get rid of an addiction. Or you could have been fighting with a Capricorn, standing your ground with a Capricorn. But this is standing your ground with some addiction or codependency or something that needed to be with your boundaries in place and say, no, you shall not pass. That time is over. That time of hurt that you hung on to is over. You're beating the devil here, literally. You've got your boundaries in place and you're beating the devil. And the next card for, from 9 to 10 means completion. Laying down those burdens, saying it's done. The healing. Prince of Cups. An offer of love coming in. Perhaps it makes you feel a little unbalanced, because in other cards we show the Two of Earth becoming balanced. This one, it's a little more precarious, like what the heck? In the good tarot, it's the Two of Air that looks like this. A real imbalance. You're looking at, do I do this? And then you look at this hand and bring it up high and bring this one low, or do I do this? This almost reminds me of bipolar energy. Keep changing your mind. I want this. He loves me, he loves me not. He loves me, he loves me not. So now we have the Prince of Cups coming in. Today they love you. So they're coming in with a love offer. You have to be careful with this guy because he can be a Don Quixote or Don... I can't think of it now. Who's that guy that... He loves everybody? The Knight of Cups is very sincere and genuine in his offer of love. But he could change his mind tomorrow and withdraw again. It almost reminds me with these two cards of the Knight of Wands, who is a player. They're so emotionally close to you today, but that scares them, so they run away. Making a choice whether or not to accept that offer again. Oh my gosh, you guys. The Ace of Cups is clarifying the Ace of Cups. Holy moly. This is powerful energy this weekend. So first of all, I want to reiterate about self-love. Focus on that self-love, because that self-love is bringing in the one. Bringing in, it's healing energy, not only for you, but for them, those around you, even these people who meddled in your life, the gossipers. They get to see this transformation, this beautiful you that comes out a winner. And perhaps with this King of Cups, they're coming in with this offer and they're feeling precarious about it, or you. But hold your ground. I'm not saying, you know, turn him down. This, he or she may be the one, but they're going through their own healing. After all, guys, this is for the collective, and you guys are all in this reading. All the signs seem to be here. You're all going through this. And this love is abundant. So it could be they're going through their call of the seal, and they let their heart open, and they come in with this offer of love. And you're thinking, well, this is, are we the Prince of Wands today? Or are we a king? But you hold on to you. Deal with them in a compassionate, loving, unconditional loving way. And this abundance is coming through. This spiritual healing is between the lovers. So whether or not you guys are, you know, pining for someone in your past and praying for reconciliation, this may or may not happen this weekend. But there is healing going on between the two of you. Both of you having that withdrawal, Hermit, and the spiritual withdrawal card. You know, it's this message may come in this weekend of love, yes, but keep in mind that this is a really good time to seclude yourself, that this weekend is yours, and maybe to tell them that this weekend is theirs too, that things, energies that are in the air with where the planets are situated, they're feeling a lot of this. All of you are, all of us. And this patience you've shown is going to pay off with the Empress giving birth to something new. A new you, a new cycle. Dealing with past karma, healing generational curses, and you two feeling left out in the cold is about to end. And reunion. Oh my gosh. You know what? Surely you know what this means when someone returns from the past. We have you turning this 90-degree turn, going through this weekend of healing. You've got extra power added to this new cup that you're drinking from or choosing from. This futures card, the future fairies. You're rebuilding that those neurological pathways. So you're wearing a mask. Nobody needs to know your business anyway. But look, do what you want. These people can keep doing this. But it's almost like by you doing this, changing that way of thinking, instead of that bitterness and seeing, you know, like when you meet someone and you get a bad impression or a bad feeling, that's a really good time to get yourself in check. It's a really good exercise to get yourself in check, and it's easy if you recall it. When you're looking at someone and going, oh God, that person again. Remember what I said in this reading and change your thinking. Rebuild your brain. It changes these doofuses into these beautiful doves. This is what happens in this reunion. This is like a total, complete change in the way you communicate, in the way you think. Swords or air are all about thoughts. So changing your thoughts, your thought patterns, literally letting the past go, transforming it into doves of peace. Ooh, I can't wait to get to the extended reading now. If any of this resonates for you, you can ask me a question under the extended reading and I'll pull you a card to help personalize it more for you. And the cost of one extended reading gives you access to all of the extended readings, all the zodiacs and the afternoon delights. And the special is still on for personal readings. Ask as many questions as you like, and I'll answer as many as I can in a certain time frame till I get me a timer, because I can't keep track. They end up too long. And God bless you guys. Thanks for your support. Please don't forget to hit the like button. It really, really, really helps me. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you over there. Free snacks. Bye for now. Oh, and have a great weekend. It looks like it's going to be.